let me tell all you entertainers something. If you let the streets come be around you, you're going down. All this information that came out about the Michigan State coach situation, it was a black coach. He was coaching Michigan State football. He lost his job. At first, the media was saying he was doing perverted shit on the phone. Ooh, I'm hard. I'm
was she
beating
underage
on.
or did she work for him?
She wasn't underage. She a bitch who done pulled the same shit on other motherfuckers, talking about she was harassed by him. He had his attorney check the phone records of the heifer. The heifer planned all this. With her homegirl. They was laughing about it. You know about to get that bag about that fool?
Oh, no.
She says Tucker pursued her romantically and harassed her over the phone and through text. Tucker's lawyers say the relationship was consensual and that the accuser was motivated by money.
Somebody about to go down.
Yeah. So she's saying that she was harassed over the phone?
Yes, and she's done it before. This is the hustle of a lot of women. Do you know about the pitcher he used to pitch for Los Angeles Dodgers, Trevor Bauer?
Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. A text Lindsey Hill sent to a friend before she ever even met me. What should I steal? She asked another. The answer? Take his money. I'm going to his house Wednesday, she said. I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll.
They keep these stories out of the media. This girl lied and destroyed that man. And they checked her phone records. And she walked them through how she did it by talking to her homegirl. They are so confident in their phone, they be saying what they finna do to this mother.
Right.
Net worth is 51 mil, she said. You better secure the bag, was the response. Need daddy to choke me out, she said. Being an absolute whore to try to get in on his 51 million. Her AA sponsor asked, do you feel a tiny bit guilty? Not really, she replied. This video, which was taken by Lindsey Hill herself, the morning after she claimed she was brutally attacked, emotionally traumatized, and desperate to get away from me. Without my knowledge or consent, of course.
The firing squad should be involved with both of these. These bitches are animals in society. All you men out there who think you hellified. And I'm talking about the baddest motherfucker that went down over a bum ass bitch. Kobe went down. Mike Tyson went down. You name it. All it take is what a bum ass bitch say you did. It ain't about what you did. It's about this is gonna cost you money for simply being in the presence of a bitch. Costs money. It's not free.
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk.
You've put in countless hours of hard work, the struggle, the sacrifice. You've neglected friends and family. You've neglected relationships. And what you've done is you've made yourself into something extraordinary. Whether you're an athlete, an actor, a businessman, you've reached the pinnacle, the zenith, the top of where you want to be. And a lot of guys, you just want a nice lady or a little fun, a little romp in the hay, a little of the good old in and out, whatever. And the sky's the limit. You see, the best thing about reaching the top is that if you work really hard, you can stay there for quite a while because you already know that you have what it takes. Now, I want you to stop and imagine this entire life being rug pulled from you over a false allegation. And you scream to the top of your lungs that you're innocent, but what happens is no one believes you because we've been told, we've been instructed, we've been beat, we've been browbeaten into believe all women. But gentlemen, you have to watch yourself. And unfortunately, whether you knew she was plotting or not, it's a bad choice. We don't get the benefit of the doubt.
If the bitch say you did this, goddammit, even if you did it or not, it costs money to prove you didn't. If the coach at Michigan State didn't get them lawyers involved, goddammit, everybody, I had plenty of people walk up to me, that coach at Michigan State, stuff. No, y'all don't know the whole story.
After Tucker signed his $95 million contract, in one thread, Tracy texted about hoping Tucker would finance a documentary, writing, "I'm gonna ask him to finance the doc part of it. He'll do it. Her friend replied, "He for sure will." And after her attorney reached out to MSU about a settlement, she allegedly texted her friend saying, "Money is my only recourse to make him feel like there's a punishment."
And these women, these harlots, these horrible individuals, they've discovered that now they can take advantage. Look at Trevor Bauer. Man, he was accused of assault in 2021. He just got it cleared up. Man, the text messages that lady had was absolutely ridiculous. She said, "What should I get? Get his money. Steal his money. Oh, I already got my hooks into him, and I gotta let him be extra rough." And then she went straight to the police. Look at the bruises I have when she set it up.
It's an interesting video of you in his bed. Watch.
The morning after she claims she was brutally attacked, emotionally traumatized, and desperate to get away from me. And now we have the metadata, so there can be no dispute. It was taken mere minutes before she left my house.
You don't look traumatized there, and you don't look beaten, and this is allegedly after you say that he brutally attacked you. I don't see any bruises there, and I certainly don't see a woman who's just been traumatized by something horrible.
The best way to explain that video is I had no idea what had happened to my full body.
But if it was that severe, wouldn't you already feel pain? Wouldn't you already have bruises on your face? I mean,
regardless if you slicker than a can of oil, you got that game, you got that gift of gab, you know what's going on. I know women, you don't know until you know. Man, you better act like Mike Tyson to have a bunch of cameras filming, NDA signed, sworn affidavits, because they are coming for your money. They should face the criminal charges that this person was going to face for the false allegations. And restitution should be rendered. This man was going to get a $200 million contract, that baseball player, Mr. Heor. And yeah, he's out of the league. He's done at 32, 33 years old.
Money.
That dude with all the wisdom, big head, afro, he's an astrologist or something.
Neil deGrasse.
You heard what happened with
Wait,
he
no,
fought
hold
it to
on.
the end. Very smart guy.
Very smart.
A bitch did the same thing to him. He fought it to the end. And he said, I fought it to the end because it was a flat out lie.
3 women accused you of sexual misconduct, but investigations by your employers, based on the results, you'll remain head of the Hayden Planetarium and both of your shows, Star Talk and Cosmos.
To live in a time where the simple act of being accused is sufficient for people to think you're guilty. The simple act of being the accuser has everyone convinced that you're innocent and have not capable of wrongdoing. Mete out justice by up and down votes on social media, imprison people and let people go free just based on that.
I can't be out here with a random, that's what I call them, a random, but my discipline is a mother. A random is danger. All you rappers, singers, scientists, whoever, the presence of a is the presence of a serpent. It's just you don't believe it yet.
You asked your friend what you should steal. Your friend answered his money. Here are some more after you and Trevor met up. Net worth is $51 million, to which your friend responds, "Bitch, you better secure that bag." Your text, "Need daddy to choke me out," being an absolute whore to try to get in on his $51 million. You say this wasn't a setup. How can you expect anyone to believe that?
You would need to look through each conversation. Those were handpicked. But I can, like I said last night, completely own the fact that those...
The Serpent Ladies of the Sinister Sisterhood strikes first. These Serpent Ladies come in all forms of disguises. Women don't have the ability to project the power the way that men can, so they'll use their words, lies, deceit, shames, insults, guilt, needing to be right. That's how they even the playing field. Even in the face of damning evidence, she will not relent her position that she is the victim here. These scallywag sinister trumpets of the Sinister Sisterhood are the ladies that you have to be aware of. No matter what position you are in life, these ladies right there will be a distraction and an obstruction to your success.
I believe within 10 years, people gonna just start the blue. Just off top. They're gonna hit her.
Wow.
This is what I believe because serpent bitches outnumber moral women.
Well, most moral women are cowards.
Explain that, Mr. Fat.
Because they know the serpents, but they refuse to stand up and fight for what's right. A lot of times women, because women are oppressed in certain ways, they value womanhood over righthood. So
wow,
they give
man,
women,
what do? They
value womanhood over righthood. So they'll side with the woman because most women have a victim mentality. Even when they wrong, you could be telling a story to a woman about how a woman wronged you, and they always gonna look at you like, well, what did you do?
Oh yeah.
You good women out there, when you stay silent against these serpent ladies, against the sinister sisterhood, you are indirectly upholding bad behavior. I know you ladies see the ridiculousness of what's happening today against your men, your sons, your nephews, your grandsons, your brothers. You must step up. Your silence is complicit against the ladies that's harming not only their reputation, but harming your reputation as well. Instead of blindly believing and defending all women, some of your sisters are serpents slithering in the grass. And it's up to you ladies to rev up that lawnmower and mow that grass down.
But why did you make the drive back to LA to meet back up with him a second time if this man had just assaulted you by your own account?
I was so embarrassed by the first encounter that I felt something, deep in me to go and take the power back and to be better and to be what he wanted.
Telling him you liked rough sex. Then you texted him after your first sexual encounter with him, which you now call an assault. And according to court records, you told him after that sexual encounter that you had, quote, never been more turned on in your life.
I was just trying to make myself feel better about myself after what had happened the first time.
Please make that make sense. Why would she go back a second time just to do it again? This is Stockholm Syndrome on steroids. It's when you start gaining sympathy for your hostage takers. But what it really seems to me is that she wanted some extra chances to compile fake evidence. All she gotta do is spread it open, assault him with the lies, fabricate a story and tell the press and law enforcement and the courts to get all the hard-earned money that he's made off the talent of his skills and his hard work. These are wolves in sheep's clothing, using passive-aggressive tactics to aggressively rip you away from your money.
What does that mean? Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers.
I had already dated baseball players, and it was a funny, sarcastic way to say, well, here's the next one, try to get attention from. And it was a lot of ego and, attention-seeking behavior.
Putting the new meaning for playing the field, I think she's upset that she's been ran through all around the bases and couldn't get the real score that she wanted. Probably a committed relationship from one of these fellas. Be a wife, divorce one of these athletes, and then take half. So realizing that her time is running out, she had to swing for the fences and say, I might as well lock this dude down and extract as much money as I can from him, just in case I can't get married. This, to me, I'm speculating, is her form of payback, consciously or subconsciously. What do you polite savages think?
Said a super chat says, did she swallow?
You don't have to answer that, but we would appreciate it.
You don't have to answer,
you don't have to answer anything. Do you, did you swallow or spit or?
I don't think we ever did that.
What a bummer, because that's my favorite thing to do, but
okay, bullshit. You did all that freaky stuff and you didn't once. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Jimmy, she didn't swallow. Deal with it. She's with Trevor Bauer, pro baseball player. Gosh, Jimmy, get a grip, dude. All right, Lindsey, we're going to bring you back on hopefully in the future of this story.
And look how she's there just laughing jovially. And she seems like she's thoroughly enjoying the spotlight that she's always been out of her own mouth. An attention-seeking person. But I don't even think she really understands the guys here are trolling her so hard. Now there's an event that I want us to revisit with the Jonathan Majors case.
She claims that Majors assaulted her and the internet hated him.
There is no room to defend or deny anything that we are currently told about his actions.
Evidence that supports that he is an abuser.
Jonathan Majors is a real-life villain.
There is visible injuries.
But what the accusing heathen didn't realize is that there was a mountain of evidence against her. We have proof that this is a complete lie. The driver of the car saw and heard everything. And hours of security videos of Miss Jabari after she left the car prove that she did not suffer any injury in the car. That's her right there. And that's her right hand. That's her. What she reported to police is that by this time of the night, finger was already broken. So watch her use her right hand. Also that her ear was already lacerated. Does that look like a broken hand? All right, now Majors is entering the picture. Watch now. He looks at her and doesn't speak. And he moves his hand in a way to say that he is scared about her being violent on him.
I mean, his career is still not recovered. And now the video evidence has come out that this lady was fine walking out of that nightclub when she said something happened that didn't happen. Look at Johnny Depp's career. It's not recovered yet. It doesn't make a difference if you win money that you're not going to be able to collect from her because she's bankrupt anyway. Johnny Depp lost $20 million movies. He's no longer Captain Jack Sparrow. The whole franchise is gone. Those women should get the exact time that those men would have got if they were convicted. If you are caught blatantly lying, you should get the exact time. See, this isn't a rant against the women in the world. This is just a call for justice.
Because anything you say against these sinister serpent ladies of the Sinister Sisterhood, these scallywag strumpets, it goes against the prevailing narrative that ladies are cinnamon and spice and everything nice. The only spice that they really have is their sexual promiscuity, busting it open, and then weaponizing, leveraging social media in their favor to severely harm the reputation, steal a man's resources. You're gonna have these weak-willed, narcissistic, sociopathic individuals attempting to manipulate, control, and emasculate men.
See, once you get to the top, you gotta beware of everybody, friends, families, the women you bring into your life. Let this be a growth lesson to everybody. A man's job is just not done. It's just the truth. A man's job is just not done. You can't relax. There's a line that Mos Def says in the Black Star album, and he said, blacker than my granddaddy's armchair. He never had time to relax there because his life was warfare. What do you think? Get it cracking in the comments and let's go.
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe, hit us up on all social media networks, and as always, ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? We're out.
We found true happiness.